out there with women having children when we get older. So it is possible. And so I don't want those statistics when we go to Dr. Google and we get all the press because it's after 35, what will happen? It is definitely possible. Getting pregnant at 40 is as much a physical component as it is emotional and mental. And so the tips in this book, any of you who have spoken to me earlier today, I will tell you, it really is good for men and women, younger and older, because it's about a lifestyle change. And if you follow the tips, with the exception of maybe 4 or 5, which are like tracking your ovulation or basal temperature, it's really about healthy living, again, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Got a question? Anybody here, early, let's say teenagers, early 20s, in your 20s, maybe early 30s, ever said, you know what? I'm gonna have a baby in my 40s. Can I say that? No, no one ever. Until you reach 40, and you're like, oh my goodness. Actually, it's about 38 where we start panicking. 38, we're like, ooh, especially if we're not married. We're trying to beat that marriage clock before 40 and that baby clock before 40. My personal story, when I was in my 30s, I was in a long-term relationship. I was in a 10-year relationship. It was an unhealthy relationship. It was my 30s, my good baby-making years, is what I say. But at 40 is when I ended that and I reconnected with my now husband. First conversation that we had when we started dating exclusively, do you want kids? I was 40, he was 47, didn't have any kids. I was very honest. I don't know what's going on with this egg situation. I read the same thing that we all read. I'm not sure. Back in my mind, I was thinking, he's probably sterile because he's never had kids. He's 47. I had one. I had the daughter at 25. So I had receipts. I don't know about it. I didn't know any men I didn't know a lot of men that were that age and didn't have any kids already. So I thought it was on him. So we decided that we weren't necessarily going to try to get pregnant. But we weren't going to try to prevent it either. 6 months passed, and I didn't get pregnant. I was like, oh my gosh, I am sterile. And so there was a very specific moment that I had 6 months in. I'll never forget it. It was a Sunday afternoon. I went in, and I was in the bathroom, and I bawled like a baby. And what I realized was I had never processed that 10-year relationship that I was in. Because you know, ladies, you know how we are. We go through life with this superwoman cape, whatever barriers, whatever challenges we have, we brush it off. We're not gonna let anybody see us sweat. And sometimes we need to take time.